today we're going to be looking at the arguments for God tier list. And we're going to start from the bottom up. We're going to go from trash to mid to solid to great to the best. Pascal's wager seems to be the worst. If you don't believe in God, then you might as well believe in God, because why not? If you're an atheist and you are correct, there's really nothing to gain. You're just correct. Nothing happens. If you're wrong, then you have everything to lose. There's no heaven for you, because you are going to be burning in hell. You will be in the worst possible condition you can imagine. So the best outcome when you believe in God is you go to heaven and you're in eternal bliss. Life, not life, but the afterlife is just amazing. But if you are wrong, then you have nothing to gain and nothing to lose. So if you look at the two outcomes, on the left side, nothing to lose, or nothing to gain, everything to lose, or nothing to lose, everything to gain. I feel like it's safer to bet on that option. From my personal perspective, I feel like the moral argument, and pretty much what this means, is that since there is an order of things that are good and an order of things that are bad, there must be God. The difficulties may arise when you have two different people that have two different beliefs. One person thinks being a maniac is great, being a maniac serial killer is great. The other person thinks it's bad. Most people think it's bad. Yeah, but I feel like the real conflict may be not necessarily with God, but more with differing religions. So that's why I put it at mid. Transcendent. So I don't really know too much about this. Logic, morals, and science ultimately presuppose a supreme being, and that God must be the source of logic and morals. I'd say that's just base, so I'll put that as solid. I'm not going to think too much about that one. Cosmological argument, I believe this one sort of is saying that in order for there to be something, there had to have been something before. And if you just keep bringing this one farther and farther back, you get to the root and the origins of the universe. And in order for the universe to exist, there had to be something before that. And that has always been, and that is all powerful, that could create such a thing. And that must be God. And I feel like this really tickles the scientific funny bone, or like really tickles the scientific part of the mind. And I like this one. There's got to be a beginning, there's got to be a creator, there's got to be something, and to create the universe, there had to be something before that. Next we have the best. Yeah, I feel like this is just the best. I mean, this is the Bible. This is what it's about. This is what has carried on through the generations. So I'll just leave that at the best. And then personal experience, I'd say it's solid. It's really good for oneself. It's really good at being an argument for the individual, but not so much for other people. And that's kind of why I put it as solid, because you would know, but it's sort of hard to transmit that experience to other people. Argument from consciousness. So this pretty much means, because we're conscious, God must have gave us his consciousness, and that there are things beyond the physical realm, because we can measure the neurons in our brains, we can measure the atoms, but they're not conscious. But for some reason, somehow, some way, we are conscious, and that is sort of the explanation for God. I'd put that in mid. The cosmic conscious, digital physics, ontological argument. Yeah, that's all I got so far. I don't know too much about these. All I know is the basics, like the personal experience, the witness testimony, all this other stuff I sort of just researched last minute on the fly. So we have the witness testimony, obviously the Bible, and the cosmological. The universe had to be created from something. There had to be a beginning. And then transcendental, all foundations of logic, science, and morals come from God. Personal experience, the moral argument, the argument from consciousness, and Pascal's wager. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found value in it. Do subscribe, do take care, share this with a friend, and until next time, peace.